Hi everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw Hunter B-15 from Loki. Just so you know, there's a coloring book that you can get through Amazon. Just follow the link in my description and you can get a coloring book to show me how you color to how I draw. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. Okay, I don't know anything about Hunter B-15. What I mean by that is I draw these ahead of time. Oh, also this is just for me. If anybody's watching, if you're coming in to draw this sketch is totally for me. So I know you can't see it. You're not supposed to see it. This is for me. Just give me time and you'll see the Sharpie portion. But I don't know anything about Hunter B-15. I draw these ahead of time because I need to have them ready and done. I do one every single day for Yeep's sake. I'm trying to think of something neutral to say there for Ralph's sake, and I need time to do it, and I have to do this before the show's out because I like to draw stuff as it's relevant, right? So I can get ahead and draw stuff before it's out. Cool, but the problem is, you know, that's there. I have no reference. I've got a few shots from commercials, right? And they're very rare. Not very rare. They're very sparse. There's not a lot of information in them. I mean, that's good. They shouldn't give everything away, right? But that also means I don't have a lot to go by as far as detail. So I apologize, and at this point I know you're probably saying, it's like, well, the show's been out for a couple of weeks now. I know, but that's how far out I am in drawing these to try to stay ahead. I think the show's going to premiere probably next week, so that's how far ahead I have to get to stay ahead to put out a drawing a day. It's a lot of work. So what I'm trying to say is I apologize if I don't get this right. I'm trying, but again, I don't have much to go by, and that's not making excuses. That's just more saying, yeah, I know this might not be right. And also, I don't know anything besides the name Hunter B-15 because that's what they call her in like the IMDb, you know, stuff like that, or Google, wherever I search it up and get my information. It's just very limited. Because they don't want to spoil anything, very limited names on characters. That's it. But again, like I said, I don't mind. I'm glad that it's very limited because I have to do a lot of research to catch up with these shows, to be ready to give you something to draw. And I've kind of accepted that I'm going to see a lot of spoilers in doing that. I don't want to. I hate spoilers. As a matter of fact, I don't even watch trailers. I do. Like the first teaser trailer where they hardly tell you anything. Yeah, I love those. Those are my favorite. Because they don't tell you anything, right? And then that's it. I don't watch anything else until shows come out. Movies, that kind of stuff. Shows, all that stuff. Not until the actual thing comes out. So, like I said, I've accepted that having to do research to be ahead, to give you guys something to draw, I've accepted that spoilers are going to happen. So, I'm trying to find a few more details. So, I like that they don't give you a lot of stuff, you know? it is tricky, I'm not gonna lie, because I don't have details to go by. So a lot of this stuff I have to, ooh, there's a good one that I should have checked. Looks like the pants kind of go in right here to a thinner boot. See, that's why, and oh, there's the other thing. I have to flip through different pictures to try to find roughly a good reference photo. Because they don't exist. There's not a good reference that shows the entire boot, that shows the entire leg, stuff like that. Again, I don't mind, it's good, less to spoil, but again, tough whenever I have to actually put the detail in, because I don't know it. The big collar here. That's where the B-15 is going to be. But it's a shame though too, because there's some really cool details in these costumes. And I'm just saying it's a shame that I can't find specific photos. Again, don't want to be spoiled, but someone's putting in a lot of work to make these look really good. And the concept design needs to be shown. The costume design needs to be shown. People need credit for all the hard work they're putting in. And who gets the credit? Tom Middlestone. Well, whatever his name is. And it's a shame. It's a shame because a lot of people put a lot of hard work into these. And I've had this little speech before on my little soapbox argument here. Is I appreciate all the hard work that goes into everybody trying to come up with making this look good. So much so that it's kind of frustrating when I see the directors get all the credit, you know. Like, well, the director didn't do this and didn't, you know. The director said, make me this, and then talented people made it. They're the ones that should be getting the credit. That's what I'm trying to say. And so, that being said, that's why I like looking at concept design, costume design, all that stuff, because some awesome work. Okay, I think I'm good with this sketch. Yeah, because that's enough to get us going, and then I can add the details as we go. So let me erase some of these pencil lines real fast. Because what I do is that the first few lines I put down, those are my sketch lines. As I get more confident with those placements, I start pressing harder. Those are the confidence lines. And I want my Sharpie to stand out, not my pencil sketch, so as I erase, the sketch will disappear very easily. The confidence lines take more pressure, and I'm not quite applying that much pressure, so I can let the sketchiness left away, follow my confidence, and that's how you live your life. Follow your confidence, get rid of your sketchiness, you'll do amazing things, and I will be there to celebrate your glory. Sorry if the camera's shaking all over the place. Okay, I think I'm ready to go. I can see enough to guide us, but not enough is going to show up over the Sharpie, so we're good to go. I say we welcome all the skippers and get going. Welcome skippers, welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I do a different drawing every day. You can join along and have some fun. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen, mostly the fine point, but a pencil finer than a fine point. You can find things that a fine point can't quite find. I've sketched the entire thing out. I've erased the majority of the sketch lines, but left myself enough to see where we're going to go. And if you want to see more Loki, if you want to see more Marvel, just check out that playlist right there because I do so many drawings. I may have already drawn what you're looking for. And if not, just check through there. If not, give me a shout. I'll see what I can do. I'm going to jump right into this. So if these are her eyes, I've got her turn slightly like this, right? So this eye is going to be closer to you. We just got to turn it just a little bit, just a hair, okay? So I'm going to draw the top of the lid like this. The other one's going to be over here like this. A little droopy, but I can make that work. But it is turned in my eyes. So I'm going to draw the retina, the color part of the eye, like this. The other one over here like this. Again, see how it's kind of drooping just a little bit? That's all right. I'll make it work. I'm going to draw the pupil, just a little bit of a dab, like that. Same thing over here. It's going to bleed, so I have to be careful with the lines I add. So that being said, I don't draw the under eye. I just draw a line like that, kind of implying that it's there, and let color take care of the rest. But I do also add like what do you call it? A eyelash, kind of. I'm going to make it thicker on top, just a little bit over in the top corner. So that is going to help me hide this one over here. So I'm going to thicken it up over here on top, and that'll kind of fix that droop, you know, just a little bit. So for her eyebrow, I'm going to do that. And this one, it's kind of coming around the bridge of her nose. We'll go ahead and draw up just a little like that. Come through like this, okay? Normally I don't draw the nose like the bridge, but now that we're turned, think of it like this, right? Like if that was the nose like this, as we're turning, we're seeing more of that hard edge. That's why we're drawing it. Normally I don't. I just say, you know, keep it smooth. But now that the whole face is turning just slightly like this, like think of it in my thumb as we're turning, we're starting to see that edge right there. Okay, that's a good example. Is as we turn, the edge is starting to show up. That's drastic, but that's what I'm trying to get you to understand. So that being said, now I can draw the nose a little down here with just these details. Now I want to draw more. I want to draw the bulb. I want to connect that. But again, it's super subtle, so I want to leave that for color. Okay, I think any more with these Sharpies and it'll start to bleed. So let me draw her mouth. And I'm going to try to draw her lips. The problem is, sometimes when I'm drawing lips in such a tiny space like this, it bleeds. And it all bleeds together, and it just becomes a big black mess. So I'm trying to keep the mouth, the lips visible. There we go. There we go. A little bit better. And the bottom lip is always bigger than the top, so I can expand it just a little bit. There we go. I like that. I can live with that. Okay, so I'm going to draw her chin right here. And now you also see I'm going to start to thicken my lines up, because when I switch over to this Sharpie right here, you're going to see a huge difference in line width. So I'm trying to match kind of where it's going to go. Okay, so I'm going to draw the side of her face over here like this. Going to bring in the cheekbone a little bit out like that. There's her forehead. Again, subtly going to thicken up my line. You don't have to do this, especially if you're working with pencil. You might not want to. I'm just explaining to you why I draw, how I draw. Okay? Again, it's just because I know where this is going to go eventually. So let me draw her jawline going back here like this. Looks good. Thicken it up. The other thing about thickening my lines like this sometimes is it can help me fix mistakes. So it's a nice cheat code is what it is. But again, if you're working with pencil, don't worry about it. You got this. You got an eraser. I don't. Okay, and I can see her ear, so let's go ahead and draw that in. And let's draw some ear marks. Something like that. And I'm going to draw her neck, though. That's going to be going down to the big Sharpie. But I just want to be able to control the line where it's going. Alright, so now let me draw her hair. Her forehead's a little high. Like that. Gonna Bring it in. Something like that. It's kind of a high and tight. All right, so let's draw the back of it. All right, looking good. How's yours looking? Awesome. All right, again, I'm gonna thicken my line up just a little bit. You feel free to do what you need. Maybe you go get a drink of lemonade while I'm doing this. Catch back up when we get back to finish it. All right, ready? Come back, come back. Everybody come back. Here we go. So now I'm switching over to the other Sharpie, so I can draw the rest of it. Now, this is where it's gonna get a little tricky. She's got the collar. Ooh, she's got a tie too. All right, awesome. All kinds of details in here I gotta try to catch. So I'm gonna draw her collar like this. And let's see if I can draw it with the collar coming down like this, and like this. And that's gonna start to go underneath her vest straps, so I have to be careful. Okay, so for her straps, let's see, they're gonna kind of connect. Let's see, there's the main part I'm gonna put down here, like this. Is gonna get tricky because I'm gonna jump around a little bit. I apologize, but this is how it's gonna have to go. I'm gonna come through like this. That's where it's gonna connect. I'm adding little bumps just to kind of make up for the straps and the adjustments and all that stuff that's in there. So feel free to do it if you want. If you don't want to, go for it. You do what you want, because remember, ultimately, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. Now this is like a big chess piece, but it's also on a big piece of material too. So that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and do the material like this, almost like this is the plating over the material piece. And it's gonna let me do the tie. Let me do the tie. I'm gonna float it like that, just so I can add that it's loose, right? It's not all the way up against her neck. Then it's gonna come out like that. See, subtle. You almost wouldn't even see that. That's how subtle it was. I almost didn't. Unless I'm wrong, and watch when you go to do this, you're like, that's not there. But also the reason I wanted to do all these bumps and things like that is because her insignia, her little B-15, is on here. So I wanted to leave room for it and leave space that I can actually do it. Right, so I won't, see how I can do that to maybe break it up. But I just want to leave room for her name, the B-15. Okay, so here we go. This is where it's going to get tricky. I'm going to try to get it right, but I apologize if it's wrong. I've talked about this in the sketch portion that you know, I can only see so much from commercial stills, right? Let's go ahead and just draw this piece of armor, and then we're going to build around that. Okay, and this is going to be the main armor piece. Alright, again, trying to see as best I can. I'm probably obsessing over it a little too much. I think it goes straight down, if I'm not wrong. And I think straps come through there, but I think it was too late for that. I probably should have drawn them beforehand. But that's okay. Okay. All right, now she does have some cool shoulder part. So let me draw those out. Do this one over here. Now her arm is down. This one's down. This one's more up in a menacing, ready to fight fist. So we're going to kind of have different angles, different things to see. Now remember what I talked about. I'm going to go ahead and just make it thick. Now there's a material underneath here. That's where I'm going to do this. This is like the vest piece that's holding all this together, and then her arms are coming out of that. Does that make sense? Okay. Again, probably should have drawn some straps connecting here. That's holding the vest together. I think that'll work. Since I have the edges here, let's go ahead and draw. Is that a whole sleeve or what is that? Okay, so it looks like I'm going to draw like a sleeve like this. And it's going to come up underneath her armpit thing. Her shoulder pad. It's not even a pad. Armor, right? And it looks like there's like a sleeve or something because there's an insignia on here that you can't really see. I'll go ahead and just do this from this side. You can't really see it from this angle. And then this one, it's a circle here, and then the name there, the TVA, what's it called? The Time Justice Squad? I'm sorry. This hand's up in a fist. Let's just get to drawing. I'm so sorry. So it's at a different angle. And up facing you. So I'm going to draw, let's see, the back of the hand like this. The thumb is over everything. You can see the edge of the fist like this. And it's not perfect, but that's going to work for now. Like I wish I had more time to draw the perfect details to make it look like a real fist and all that stuff, but again, we're working with Sharpies that kind of bleed a little bit over on itself, so that's as good as we're going to get the point across. But look, it looks like a fist. We're good. She does have armor, but it's on the underside. It's on like this side, so when her arm's turned, it's back there. You can't really see it. So that's all I'm going to do is like the little edge of it. Okay. Okay, so this hand is hanging down, so I'm going to draw like we did there, kind of like a little sleeve, like that, and down to her forearm. I think I got a little tall. I'm gonna lengthen it out a little bit. Let's see if we can straighten it out a little bit like this. Bring it down, not too much. There we go. Because it's almost like, well, if you go too far, it's going to look crazier if you went too short. Okay. Again, the logo is right there on this, so I'm not going to worry about that until we do color. And this is just going to be a fist. She's just holding it like that. So all we're really going to draw is that detail right there. So I'm going to come down here, close this off for a glove. I'm going to come in for the hand. There's the knuckle. And so we're going to draw the thumb like this, okay? And then the fingers are so wrapped in, there's not much you really have to draw. And they're kind of like that. So then we're just going to add a little bit of detail where that thumb is over it all. But again, we're drawing a gloved hand that it's pretty much just a lump like that. Okay. Now, again, she's got a belt on and some kind of phone. I don't know what this is. Again, I don't know of all the details. Yes, the show has been out for a little while now, but I'm drawing this way before the show. If you want to hear why, go back to the Sharpie portion. Sorry, the pencil portion. I described the entire thing in process of why I don't know anything. Okay. There's that. Let's go ahead and give it a little bit of depth. There we go. All right, I'm going to attach it to a belt. And the belt's going to have a buckle, so we're just going to do something like this. I don't know what I'm doing for a belt. I'm just making stuff up. I'm making it very beltish. Okay, so now, as far as I can tell, it's just cloth, right? Cloth boots, knee pads, that kind of thing. So I'm just going to draw the leg coming down like this into what we're going to say is a knee pad. Going to be attached, obviously, like that. Then we can bring the leg back up. Let's draw the other one just so you get a feel for the stance. Right? This knee pad's over here. I know that's not much of a shape, but you know, we're just drawing a knee pad. That's really it. So we can bring the legs back in. Up here to the crotch. Usually when it's binded, I like to wrap it in like the material is all pushed in, you know, because of the way that it's going into the boot, not the boot, the knee pad. It's cinching it, so to speak. And then I like my creases and folds. We'll draw the middle of the pants like this. Something like that. Oops, smooth that out. Okay, now this is a tiny little detail that I've found in the sketch that I gotta tuck the pants into the boots. So I'm going to bring the pants in like that. Do the same thing here. At first I had drawn a big boot, but you know what? No, I'm not gonna explain it. I've already explained it in the sketch. I'm not going to bore anybody who sat through all that. You go back and look if you want to know. And this is pretty much just tucked in pants. Okay, and now just boots, just military boots. I hope. Again, I don't know any of the specific details, but you know, we'll find out. I'll add some detail in a second there. know that's kind of weird. That kind of, I just did that weird little jaunty thing there. But I was trying to, mentally I was thinking of like what do you call it? A tread, you know? And then I didn't do one. So, sorry about that. You know, just some kind of beefy shoe tread, boot tread, so to speak. And I don't know if you can see laces or anything. Let's go ahead and do some just to give it something, right? So we'll do the center, kind of like this, just to give it a little bit more life. And then I'm just going to do the X's. I'm going to X all the way up. Don't need that. Again, just to give it a little bit extra. I guess why not, since we're here, let's give it some highlights. I'll try to hit the edge of those X's, but you know, I can't guarantee it's gonna look good or perfect, but I can guarantee it's gonna look good. A little extra life, you know? There you go. I say we take care of the rest with color. So that is Hunter B-15 from Loki.
So here's how I colored it. Tell me what you think in the comments below, or show me what you did in our Discord group. Just have fun and make it your own, because remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures with How I Draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button for new videos.